going on, everybody? It's your boy Boom, coming at you all with a brand new box logo week drop list review. Oh wait, you think I'm talking about the box logo I'm talking about that Camacho logo, man. Come on, it's Camacho logo week, boys. You already saw me nerd out in my video yesterday about the t-shirts. If you haven't seen that video, go watch that first before you come back here. But we're gonna talk about the full drop list from this week. This is one of my favorite weeks on the Supreme website. We have a super good lineup of t-shirts. Got a fun little Christmas ornament that I'm not gonna tell my parents how much I paid for because my whole family will laugh at me. We also got the Camacho fucking sweater. Oh my god, this is such a banger of a week. I don't just have to clickbait it. So let's get into talking about it. Let me know your guys' favorite items from this week, what you're planning on going for. Of course, we're gonna talk about the box logo as well and just have a little fun together. So let's get in this video today. I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, first things first, I always gotta introduce the cook group to you all. If you guys want an opportunity to join, feel free to hit the top link in the comments. There you'll get a free 7-day trial. You gotta come join the Booners, man, the browser boys. Every single week I do a write-up of my favorite items to go for. I give a whole analysis, a little book report about them. You can get free slots for any of the upcoming items. I really think, guys, do I get a slot for this Cowichan? Like 500 bucks. It's a lot of fucking money, but I don't know, man. I feel like I'm actually really gonna regret this one if I don't buy it. So what colorway do I go for? I think I'm gonna get a slot because I'm gonna be focused on other items this week, and I kind of think it might fly. Why is my lighting so bright? All right, like I'm not this pale, I swear to God. Does that make it better? I don't fucking know. Let's get into talking about this week. You guys don't care. So to start off the week, we still have the box logo as the #1 uploaded item. So I guess we can cover these shirts really fast. I did talk about them a lot more yesterday, resale, all of that. So I'm not gonna get into it as much today. But what I was pretty much saying with the box logo, I think the neutral colors are gonna be king here. I have to say, that brown color did look really good on bodies. So that's probably gonna be up there too. I'd say it goes black, brown, white, gray. The other colors, they're not really gonna do too much, I don't think. This woodland box logo just doesn't really apply to some of these other colors. It just looks really bad on some of them, so stick to those main neutral colorways. I do think you should try at least to get 2 box logos in one cart. You probably will be able to this release. I don't know if I'd say go for like a black and a brown. I mean, if you wanna be adventurous, go for it. It worked for some people on the gray box logo hoodie. Me personally, I'm probably gonna go for a white one and probably like a black, or I don't know, man. I don't wanna take it out. I just wanna take a W for y'all, so maybe I'll be a little nerd, go for like a white and a gray color. But I recommend just doing like a double cart of those to start off the release, as this box logo is going to sell out really fast. I know it's not going to resell for as much as box logos have in the past, but it's still going to have the hype behind it. So I recommend trying for 2 different colors at least in your first checkout, and just check out that cart. I'm assuming these start off around like 80 to 100 bucks, 80 being the really bad colors, maybe even like the 70s. They are going to fall in their price. The best colors are going to stay around the 90 price point, like the black and the brown. Maybe they hit like the mid 80s at their bottom. Being 44 does hurt the profit margin a lot on these. That's why I'd really try to get a double cart of them in your first cart. Getting a single cart of a box logo tee, it's not going to bring in much profit unless you get one of the better sizes, like a XXL or XL, and one of the better colors. So really, I'm almost positive they're going to be allowing you to get multiple colorways in one cart. That's my recommended copping method. Aside from that, there's not much that goes into buying these. Have your Google Chrome set up, or just use Apple Pay on your phone. Let's talk about the other shirts real fast too. The NYC tee, I always love this shirt to get in the black colorway. It's just kind of a staple t-shirt for Supreme Tee Weeks that always is really reliable. It'll go to at least 70 bucks. You usually see it climb up to 80 plus. I believe the last one they did in black is at like 100 bucks in most sizes. So really recommend getting the black colorway here. XXL XL is always going to be the best size. The Camacho tee, we got the Camacho colorways from my boy Drops GG. I don't know how he does it, bro. Man's like hacking into the inner frame fucking, I don't know what I'm talking about, man. He got the colorways confirmed. My favorite is definitely this white. I will kill somebody for this white Camacho tee. Black color is nice. I wish they did something different than the green, but we expected that. I honestly think the black and the white are the 2 best colorways for this shirt, but I would assume a lot of them actually do pretty nicely. Like the Camacho, I feel like I'm seeing the hype. Maybe it's just me. Like, can y'all let me know? Are you guys feeling this Camacho hype in the air right now? I don't think it's gonna do anything super crazy, but I wouldn't be shocked to see these in the 70s. Like maybe the worst colors go down to the 60 range, but I think this is like a $70 range t-shirt, and I think it's gonna grow in its price over time. I don't know. I'm so biased, it's kind of hard for me to rate this one, because obviously it's my favorite t-shirt of the week, and I would kill like a family of 4 and their dog just to cop one, which probably shouldn't say that on YouTube. That was a joke, I swear to God. totally wasn't. But I would definitely recommend at least getting one of these shirts. Black or white are definitely my favorite too for this one. I'm gonna be copping this one for the personal. I'm so excited for it, fellas. Banner t-shirt, I like the pink. I actually think the pink's a pretty decent color. Also the black, I think it's kind of skippable. This is definitely a shirt you're gonna have to hold on to for a couple months. There's not a lot of hype for it or anything, but these kind of plain logo shirts will usually go up in their price a bit. They'll have some demand, so it's kind of like a 60s to 70s t-shirt. Payment tee, I'm really, again, like biased on this one. I don't think it's gonna go too crazy on the market. I have to say, like, if it was just a throwy, I'd be a bigger fan. The image under it, it blurs it a little bit. It's not quite as hard for me, but I think the black color is a nice pickup still. It's a $40 tee. I always like to buy these $40 shirts because you can at least get a sale of like 65 for them or so. At 44 bucks, that'll make you some money. And that's bare minimum. I honestly think this one, again, could get to the 70s in the black color, but a lot of these shirts that I'm mentioning, you are gonna have to hold them for at least a few months. Definitely gonna help out when it's springtime though. And I think this is such a solid lineup that these shirts aren't just gonna be forgotten about like some past Supreme Tee Week shirts. We also got the Yin Yang tee. I think this one's actually going to end up being a sleeper shirt. Purple looked so good in the on-body images. I hadn't seen those on-body images before my t-shirt week video, so I missed out on some of the colors in person, and this purple, I love it, bro. I don't really look too good in purple myself, like purple t-shirts, but man, the fuck you on the backside looks so good with the purple color. I think the black, the white, the purple are all really good for this, and I would recommend maybe even getting two of this tee. I don't know. I have a feeling this one's actually going to do pretty nicely. It doesn't have a ton of branding on the front, but the backside is just so cool. I'm so biased on these shirts though. It's kind of annoying. Like, I love these tees so much, guys. Genuinely. It's fun to talk about them because usually I just have to make shit up and act like I care about it when they're really just 4-ass t-shirts. But nah, these some fucking 8 drunk 9s, may I add. The Muta tee, I would just recommend this in this charcoal color. We've seen this color do really well with the Fighter tee. It's 48. That's gonna be 52 after fees. It's definitely gonna be an expensive tee, but people love this gray color from Supreme right now. Honestly, this doesn't look the best on this charcoal tee, but just people love the blank color so much that I would assume it gets to the 70s. Might be a bit of a hold though. I don't know how much hype there is for this shirt. I'm still not convinced. There's a little rundown of the t-shirts. I feel like that's a good little recap. XXL, XL, always gonna be king. Let's talk about these other items finally. Starting it off, the $1,500 turntable. Now, oh, this one is really cool. This is probably one of the cooler accessories we've seen all season long. I never like to risk it on these expensive accessories, and it feels like whenever I tell you guys to not cop it, it ends up just doing crazy, and then when I'm like, alright, you know what, this one actually might have some profit, it fucking bricks. So literally don't listen to me. It's hard to talk about accessories because we don't know stock sizes, and a lot of the time we don't have like a past history for these accessories to go off of, which is what I use for a lot of other items I predict. We did have a player that ended up aging insanely well. I do kind of think this is going to be an item that even if it has some profit, like it's selling for $1,800 and $1,900, when you consider it's $1,500, it's just not worth it, man. So I think it's too expensive to actually justify. I'm gonna be passing, but just because I said that, it's gonna go for over 2 bands. Like, I just fucking know it. Next up, reflective balaclavas. We see these like every season now. They're 54. I would skip on these. I only like the balaclavas when they're really cheap, like the $30 ones, maybe 40. 54 is just a little too much for me, although it's pretty clean. I also don't love reflective material. It looks all sparkly when it's not shining up. And honestly, reflective goes totally against the balaclava. You trying to do some like sus crazy shit in the nighttime, a flashlight gets shined on you and you're fucking looking like a snow globe. Snow globes don't light up. I don't know, man. Sorry, I just woke up a bit ago, boys. I'm fucking spiraling right now. I'm not feeling it. I just want to talk about my damn Cowichan, bro. Ooh. This Cowichan, boys, is so buttery glorious. I am bummed they hid my gorgeous Camacho design behind a $500 paywall. It's like they're teasing me, brothers. They're testing my Camacho in me. They're like, Boone, you won't drop $550 after fees for a damn sweater. You don't really love the Camacho, and I love that Camacho, man. I'm gonna buy that shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do after, because I really can't afford it with my broken laptop and just life in crisis mode. But we're about to turn it to sports mode once I have this damn Cowichan. I think I'm gonna buy one. The last Cowichan they did blew it, wall twerked on the market. This shit was listening to Sexy Red, throwing it back, disappointing every father in America. That I just was shocked how hard the last Cowichan went. It had more Supreme branding. This one does have it on the sleeve. I don't think it's gonna get to the price point that last Cowichan did. I am scared to be like, hey, a $550 item, go buy it, fellas, but I think that in like a couple months, like give it like 2 months or so, this one's gonna be hitting the 700s or so, maybe even up to the 800s. The sky's kind of the limit for these Cowichan sweaters. They're usually pretty limited. I did actually own one Cowichan from Supreme. It's from the Hysteric Glamour collab, one of my favorite items in my closet, but those ended up bricking, so that's where I'm like, it's not just that people like the Cowichan. Like the last one, I don't know, it had a lot of branding on it. This one, not quite as much so, but I would still give it a stamp, man. I still think there is gonna be some profit on it. It's definitely for my big baller budgets, and I am gonna have to put a brick warning out there for y'all, like red alert. Even if it did end up bricking, I think you could get your money back on it at least. I think the demand will be there, and the Camacho just looks gorgeous on it. Let me know which color you guys like more for this. I'm thinking the white, like the blue on white just looks so much better. I don't really like the green one. I'm not a big natural colorway guy, so I'm sort of like, damn, I know I'm gonna look booty as fuck in that, but I think that's the one I'm picking for right now. Maybe you guys can convince me otherwise. I think the white's gonna be the better colorway for profit as well. I think it just looks better. I think these are gonna have some profit on them, boys, and I think they're gonna rise in their price a lot down the road. Next up, the pin, and I love it. I love every Camacho item. I'm so happy they did a pin. I definitely need this. One of my favorite items of the week, which is funny because it's the little $8 pin, but again, I wish they did different colors for them. I'm pretty bummed they're just sticking to the classic green Camacho colorway. A blue one would have been nice, a yellow, a purple, a pink, anything else, so I could have bought even more of them, but I'm definitely getting one of these. I don't see resale really. Pins don't really flip from Supreme, but I think it's a dope item to throw into a cart. We got the Christmas ornament, which honestly, I really was hoping this ornament would look like this mock-up. I love this mock-up. I don't quite as much love the actual ornament we're getting. Don't get me wrong, it's fucking hard. I'm of course buying one. I need all the Camacho shit I can get, but I think the mock-up looks better here. I think that one just looking just like the OG toy looks so cool. It's a nice way for people to buy the OG toy, but I'll take the ornament we got. I'm not mad about it. W Christmas item in my book. It's really expensive though. Like damn, like I've bought many ornaments in my days. They have never been 58 bucks. Oh, sorry, 68. I misread. My poor impoverished ass. God damn. What are we doing, bro? I'm hesitating on this one, man. That's a lot of money. That's 2 Camacho t-shirts, bro. Like, oh god, that's so expensive. I'm probably still gonna buy it, but fuck me, man. Oh, I actually forgot to talk about the chenille beanie. I'm kind of torn on this one, man. It does have the makings of a Supreme beanie that'll do well. I think I would get the purple one here. The purple, I actually really like the colors for it. Don't expect it to be like the hand knotted beanie that went fucking insane. Not gonna be close to that. That was like literally a hand tied beanie. These are not gonna touch the atmosphere of that. I think the purple one here is a solid hold. It'd probably go for 60 to 70. Not a lot of money to be made, but similar to some of these t-shirts, if you're trying to get the free shipping in a cart, it's a good throw-in in the purple color. Next up, the Muta zip-up sweatshirt. I remember this one from the lookbook, and I thought it was so cool, but I did not have any realization it was a wrestler on it. I think it looks a lot better than the t-shirt. I love that they did a patch for it. The last patch zip-up item they did that I remember I loved a lot was the crow one, which I really wanted to get one of those. I'm bummed I never did. I love they do a patch on this just because if it was printed, the print would get so destroyed by zipping it up. I like the gray one the most, honestly. I feel like the purple really pops on it. Every color is a W here though. I actually really like this, but I don't see profit. Let's talk about the Camacho hat next. This is another OG Camacho remake. I actually have one of the patches from the old hats. I think it's even back here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is right here. I actually have one of the patches. Y'all don't think I'm a Camacho collector like that, man. I just had to show y'all. I gotta show off to everybody. I want to put that on something I have, but these are super dope, man. I'm so happy they brought them back. The OG Supreme hats fit so badly, so I was never gonna buy one of those. My favorite is probably the brown. I really like the brown color. I like the navy a lot as well. I like the black. They're all pretty solid colors besides the piss ass yellow. That one, I don't know why they made that. I like a dark green or something, but I don't think there's gonna be a ton of profit on these, to be honest. It'll probably be around 60 to 70 bucks, but after a 48 price tag, that's just not a lot of money to make. Sometimes the truckers do go kind of hard. It would be a pretty long hold to see them get to the 80 price point, but they might do it in some of these better colors. I think brown's my favorite, but honestly, brown, navy, and black, I don't think you can go wrong. And next up, we got these Vans. We got some old schools as well as some half cabs. They brought out the leopard print, which I always love. I'm actually a pretty big fan of these Vans. I wouldn't wouldn't necessarily wear them. Like if I was handed them for free, I would definitely rock them. The all black pair is my favorite. I kind of wish they did a purple. I feel like a purple, like a super dark purple, would have gone hard with the leopard, but you also might have looked like a middle school girl in like 2009 with those. These aren't really gonna have profit, but it's a really cool shoe. It's definitely like a Van I would actually wear from Supreme. The black old schools are my favorite pair. The half cabs are pretty hard too though. I actually think it's a dope shoe. I actually did have a pair of half cabs back in the day growing up, a brown pair. So I do got love for the half cabs. The black is my favorite on both of these though. They're not gonna have profit, so yeah, they're skippable. They brought back Neil Blender for another collab, this cheetah skateboard deck. I don't really love the design on it or anything. Neil Blender, I definitely got put on by Supreme. Dope ass skater. Cool to see them use him for a collaboration, but I just am not in love with the print, so it's gonna be a pass for me. The hooded warm-up pullover, these are pretty clean. If I played like baseball and I was like star on the team, maybe I'd show up in that red, white, and blue and let these motherfuckers know I'm going to the American League, man. But 128 is a nice retail though. This is actually a pretty solid personal, but we got enough stuff to go for this week. Micro quilted cam cap, these look really cheap to me. Not really a fan myself, so I think these are skippable. The Gore-Tex down clip parka, I'm really not a fan of this one, man. I've never have really been a big fan of that, like, I don't know what to call it. It's like a fishing style, that hook style. I don't really know what it's called, but I've never been a huge fan of that style jacket, so that's a skip. Polartec small box 6 panel is the last one, and it's skippable again, I think. We see these every season, maybe the black color, but being Polartec, I don't think so. So that's gonna do it for the week. I'm obviously going for the box logo first. I'm probably gonna try to get like a double cart box logo tees. Then I'm gonna go for all my Camacho stuff. I'm gonna get the pin, get 2 Camacho tees. Maybe I'll throw in like a NYC tee into that cart as well. I do think I'm gonna bite the bullet on this ornament as little as I want to. After that, I might even do a third cart, like yin yang tee, payment tee, maybe like 1 or 2 other t-shirts, Camacho hats. I'm probably gonna be rushing the video today because I woke up a little bit late and I gotta get this one out for my fellas. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you on the live comments. Favorite boy, boom, box logo week, Camacho week. Come on, man. Yeah, hi boys. I'm fucking stoked for this one. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Peace. Would you